Hi guys, it's Suzanne HB, Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram, and I've got a tutorial on the Chain It Up bracelet. Now, this one is really simple, but it's quite effective. It looks different on both sides. This is the side that you wear it on. It won't actually wear properly the other way. It'll tend, well, you could wear it the other way, but it'll tend to turn over, it'll tend to curl. So that's this side, and that is the other side, and it is basically two chains joined together, which is why I've called it Chain It Up. So what I'll need to do is make two chains. So just in case you're trying this, because it could be one that beginners could give a go. So you start off with your band, put your hook through, twist, put it round, so you've got like a figure 8 with a twist on there, and pull a band through, slip that cap band on, hook it back up again, sorry to get out of the middle of the shot, hook it back up again, and then you've got another band, pull it through, single chain. Now how you make the single chain is quite up to you. You can do it on your loom, on your little mini loom, on the monster tail, on your hook, anything, on your fingers. It doesn't matter how you get this, but you will need a hook to do the stages after that. So I will go and I will make two chains and I will come back. Okay, so I'm back again with my two chains. These obviously aren't long enough to be a whole bracelet, but it'll be enough for me to demonstrate for these purposes. You'll have your cap bands down towards you and facing sideways, so not this way but this way, because that'll be what we'll use to close the bracelet up at the bottom. So you need to just choose another band colour, which I haven't done, silly me, so busy making chains. So I'll try and find a nice contrasting colour. How about a nice blue? Sounds good. So I'm going to use blue, navy blue. Do you know, I've just used opaques here. This is one that will take opaques or any type of band. In fact, just the thickness of the band will change. This one was done with Persian and Egyptian, I think, or Egyptian, Persian and Egyptian, I think. So they're a slightly thicker silicone band, gives it a nice density, nice feel. Wears a little bit like a bangle. I'm losing focus. Wears a little bit like a bangle. With this, it'll be just that little bit softer with the opaques. So just like any other band, the one you use will change it, and it'll probably look a little bit more rounded if you use limited edition bands. So love to see what you can do with those. So let's get started. If you like, you can grab another hook or a pencil or whatever you've got and just put it through those cap bands. This is one of the old hooks I've got from another set of bands, so you can do that. That'll just help keep them aligned. All we are going to do, it is so simple. All we are going to do is take a band of the colour you're going to use for joining and hang on to it. We are then, I'll try and get this more into the centre of the screen, we're then going to go on the top here. We've got outside band front on the yellow, and two inside bands that are close to each other. Sorry, inside loops or edges. What we're going to do is capture just those two loops there. So we're going to go under that loop with your hook, and then under that loop with your hook. So I don't know if you can see, but we haven't caught the outside band there, and we haven't caught the outside band there. We've just got those two sitting next to each other like that. With this band you have in your hand, you pull it through like you're going to do a single chain, and before you hook it back to itself, you're going to go up to the next one, the very next one, go through that inside chain loop there, through that inside chain loop there. You're not picking up anything, just one side of each of those loops. Hook that back on and grab another band of the same colour and pull it through all 4 loops. Again, before you hook that back to itself, you go to the very next chain, grab that front loop there and that front loop there, just the inside ones, hook that back on, don't know if you can see this any better up like this. So we've gone through those middle bands, the outside bands are not touched, just those little front corners there. Then we grab another one. Once you've got it started, you can get rid of this, which gets a bit awkward and in the way. It's just to get that first bit started. We then run a band through all 4. Don't hook it back to itself yet, because you're going to go into the next chain through, sort of as though you're going to poke it through the middle. Just collect up that front corner, hook this one back on, grab another another band and pull that through all 4 before you link it back up. Go up to the next chain, grab that inside one there, and you'll be able to tell because it'll be the same one. It's in the same line as the one that you've caught previously, so just grab that and that, hook it back on, so it's sitting on either side of those 2 that you've looped up. You can see from the back you've got just that one looped on. There's 1, 2, 3 parts of that chain that aren't looped on. Grab your band and pull it through. Okay, so you're going to continue doing that. If you're a lefty, I'm trying to do a little bit of lefty work just in case it's difficult to work with the right-handedness on some of these hook onlys. This one might not be a problem, but I'll give it a go anyway. Try and get into the habit. Alright, so you've just pulled that band through. You would grab this band first, if I can get it. Grab this band. Make sure you've got the one that's lined up with it and that band. Hook this one over. Oops. Hook this one over. And then you will pull another band all the way through those 4. And before you hook that back on, so hang on to it, go up to the next chain and grab that inside band there. Grab the inside band there. Rehook that one. If you're doing it right, it'll run very neatly up like this. And when you turn to the side, it'll also run very neatly up the side because there'll be no twists. So you make sure you catch that. So you just keep these flat and check back and make sure you're using just always that line along there. Grab your next band and pull it through. Really, I'm just doing this to give the left-handers a chuckle. Alrighty. So there you go. That's all there is to it. You do that right up to the end, and when you get up to the end, I'll just go back to my, go back to my right-handedness and show you this bracelet here. When you get up to the end, all I did was these are the yellow and the blue are the chains, like that. See that? Yellow and blue are the chains, and the red is the linking one. So when you get to the top of where you're wanting to be, all I did was grab the yellow and the blue and put the red to the outside of the yellow and the blue and link all of those together with 2 bands. So if, for example, we're going to finish it off here for some reason, we would have the yellow, go through the yellow, go through the red, grab the blue, and then we would end up putting in this case, the red and the yellow. I put a red and a yellow through those ones. Just bear with me, I'm trying to remember how I did finish this off. So if I have a look at this again, I actually brought the other sides of the bands in as well. So let me see if I undo this. I should give you some hold music. I told AI Loves to Loom that I would sing on the next video for her. Okay, I think what I actually did is I grabbed these two like that, and I grabbed these two like that, and then, so that's the final ones. Instead of just grabbing the one, I grabbed 2, like the whole loop, through the whole loop, so that it would finish it off, and then put those bands through to finish it off. You can put 1 or 2. I tend to like 2 with the opaques, so that they actually, if one goes, because sometimes occasionally the opaques aren't quite as strong as the silicone ones and they can snap, so I tend to put 2 through sometimes, and that's how you can finish it off. So I hope this has been helpful and you like it. It is so super simple. If you're not sure, go back to the beginning and try it out again. But that is the super simple chain it up bracelet, and I'd love to see again what you can do with it. I'd also considered that you've still got plenty of chain over here that you could add something to as well. So like if you wanted to, you could even do a curlicue side. You could do like a slip knot up the sides. You could do anything. You could grab one of those. You could grab both of those. Yeah, lots you could do with that as well, and create borders as well as this nice depth running through, because it gives it kind of almost a cubey kind of feel. Alright, enough on my yabbery. Please tag me. Crazy Just Might Work on Instagram. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe and follow and all those great things. If you actually tag me on your picture as well as in your comments, then I'm more likely to get to see your creations, and I certainly do love to see them, and I try and reply. So thanks for that. Give it a go, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.